My name is Rex Stramsott with the Huntington City Fire Department. I'm just going to give you a tour of the apparatus bay we got here. We got two engines, one's our reserve, and then we also have a grass rig around the corner. I got some pamphlets on fire safety that you're welcome to have. I'm going to sit right here. If you guys want one, just go ahead and grab one as you walk by. But you just follow me around here. This is our new rescue truck. It's also our pump truck. In here you got some cool rescue tools. Sometimes some people call them the jaws of life. But yeah, these things can tear up cars pretty easy. And go on around here. You can hop up in the cab here to show you what it looks like. You gotta come on around. It's pretty nice in here. You know, this right here pulls a horn. You can get lights and sirens going. You gotta turn the car on, but you gotta turn the power on, but can't do that right now because we're in the bay. This is the cab. Seats 4 people. Anybody got any questions about the truck or anything right now?
Not really about the truck.
Okay.
Can you tell me what kind of shifts you work?
Yeah, we are on 24 hours, 48 on. That means when we get here, 7 a.m., we're here till 7 o'clock the next day, 7 in the morning. We get off that, people will come in to relieve us, then we got the next 48 hours to do whatever we want. Some people get part-time jobs, some people just, you know, do whatever they want. Just hang out. Any other questions?
Do you stay awake all 24 hours or do you get to sleep?
Oh, we have bedrooms back there, but we usually like to stay up till about 10 o'clock, and we got to get to sleep as much as we can because we can't go to a fire not rested. I mean, yeah, but we just usually got stuff going on throughout the day. We got a kitchen in there we can cook. We got locker rooms in there, showers, all kinds of stuff.
Do you pay for your own food and meals?
No, yeah, we do. We pay for our own meals. We don't get the benefit of the city paying for our food. I mean, it'd be nice, but that doesn't happen. We usually some days one person will go to the grocery store and we'll get together one meal and we'll all just cook one meal together. And some people just like to eat their stuff separate. Anything else? All right, we'll move on. Yeah, we keep some tools in here. That's where our fire hose is stored. We got different nozzles and fittings right here. This is where our pump is. It controls the water supply and discharge valves and everything else. This is where all the discharge is. Continue on over here. Right here we got the cutter's edge. This is for cutting open a roof. This sets the depth so we're not cutting through the trusses. We got fire extinguishers right here. We're going to go over those later. Right here we got struts right here. We use these to support vehicles when they're also part of our rescue equipment. Here's a generator. This powers the rescue tools that are up front. And these are extra hose that if we can't get to it, if say it's like down in the ditch or something and we don't have enough hose to get there. We got a sawzall here, an extension cord. And here's another access point for our hose. We got blocks to help stabilize. We got wrench tools for hose tools and brooms and stuff that we just need for any situation where we need to clean up or anything. Now we go on to our backup truck. We just took this. It's technically in service, but we don't use it that often. Only when this one's struggling. But yeah, it's pretty much same. It's pretty much same up here. Just way older. We got only sits 3 in this one, and then instead of having the rear mounted pump, we got the front pump. We keep coming back here. These cabinets are mostly empty because we keep a lot of our tools on here. We come back here, we fall around, we got a grass rig that we can look at. Right here's our grass rig. This is for, obviously grass fires. Anytime that, a lot of times now we don't have a lot of grass fires, but if there's any assistance out in the county, we can drive this right out on there and pull this line. We got a pump run back here, key start, pretty simple, and it's easy to walk around, put out a fire real quick when you can drive that around on the grass. And follow around back here, we're gonna have my friend Matt talk to you about some gear and possibly about the fire extinguisher.
All right, here's some of the gear that we use and wear every day. I don't know if anybody has ever seen a lot of it, but it's made with 3 different layers. You got your outer shell, which will protect you from debris and snags sometimes, and rain and water and things like that from you using the hose. You've got your moisture barrier right here to keep all the water out and wicking away. And on the inside, you've got the thermal barrier, which that helps protect you from the heat that you might see in a fire. It's basically the same in the bunker pants. You got the 3 layers: the outer shell, the moisture, and the thermal. Yes, you have a question?
Is your gear fireproof?
It is not considered fireproof. It is fire resistant. It can only absorb so much heat before it'll finally fail. And you can know it's made out of a Kevlar Nomex, and you can tell by the color that if it starts to gain too much heat, it will change color and start to fail.
How much does your gear weigh?
It's between 48 and 50 pounds when you have everything on. That includes the air tank, your pants, your boots, your hood, your helmet, your mask, gloves. Everything's about roughly 50 pounds. And that's a lot to carry around when you're doing work like overhaul, fighting fire, and things like that. Another thing about the boots is that they have a steel toe, so when you're crawling around, you're not messing your feet up on them or anything. And they also have a steel shank in the bottom that prevents, in case you would step on a nail, piece of metal, wood, anything like that, it's not going to go through the bottom and puncture your foot. I don't know if you guys would like me to put everything on so they can see it on. Alright, maybe for another time. But these tanks, bottles right here, 4,500 pounds of pressure inside. Yeah, you have another question?
How many stations do you have?
We only have 2 right now. We have 2 stations. Minimum staffing is 6 per crew at a time for 24-48. And our maximum is roughly 12 or 13 if everyone's here.
What do you do when you're not going to fires all day?
There are a number of things that we can do. We try to incorporate a lot of training. We do tours such as this. There are other things that we do out in the community. We do pre-planned incidents. We go out, we'll familiarize ourselves with the area and some of the businesses, so in case there is an incident, we know what to do. Not just fire training either. We do a lot of EMS and EMT training as well. A lot of medical calls that we go on too.
What kind of EMS calls do you go on?
Kind of EMS calls that anywhere from difficulty breathing, heart attacks, strokes, car wrecks. And car wrecks is probably, and trauma injury is probably the biggest one.
What do you do if you're in the shower or in the bathroom and the fire alarm goes off for emergency?
Get out safely, and you get there as fast as you can because you will get left.
How many fire cars do you say are on duty every day?
Minimum is 6.
So you go to a fire with only 6 people?
Sometimes we can only have 6 people showing up, but we have a thing called a call-in where the crew that just got off can get called in and come in and help with things such as overhaul and cleanup. Huh? You up over here?
No, up over here.
Alright. I'm going to show you a fire extinguisher really fast. This is a big, heavy extinguisher. Right. Around your homes, you may have extinguishers. It might be a little smaller than this, something you can use. The most common type and the kind you probably have at your home is an ABC extinguisher, which has a dry chemical in it that we use to suffocate and put out a fire. But in case there is ever an incident in your house, make sure that the extinguisher is charged. Should be within the green lines there. Make sure the pin is always in it. And make sure if it's for like a kitchen fire or something, make sure it's not directly next to the stove. That's what you plan on using it for. But PASS is the main acronym that we use to teach people extinguisher use and safety. First, you would pull the pin. You would take the nozzle here. You would aim it. You would squeeze the handle, and you would sweep back and forth. And you'd always make sure to start back away from the fire and approach as you're spraying. And any extinguisher will last anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds. So that's just a quick crash course in the basics on extinguishers. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour, learned a couple things about our gear and our truck, and hopefully you come back again.